Hello. You guys can see the chat, right? Is the chat like visible? I've okay, cool. Hell yeah. Did you guys see the new setup? I got some overlays on there. Now you guys can now you guys can see my oh shit. I got the YouTube and the Instagram one flipped. Fuck. Okay, I need to fix that. God damn it. Uh W overlays. Okay, is the chat box too small? All right, let me fix this shit. Is that better? That's got to be better, right? Let me know if that's better. Let me apply it to everything. We'll get people coming in here too. W overlays? Not gonna lie, chat. I'm kind of tired, so it's not gonna be a long stream, unless you guys give me that energy. But what do you guys think? Is the comments looking good? Halfway's perfect. What's up, chat? Where are you guys all tuning in from? Let me know. Let me know. I need some mods in here too, or else the same people keep spamming the same shit. We got overlays now. We got comments on screen. So for those who have ADHD, you guys can look at that while I yap. I see you improved the setup. Nice. Georgia, California, Houston, your mom's house. Nice. Montreal, PA. Love it. Love it. Love it. Put Subway Surfers under it. Yeah, that's not the type of audience I want. Argentina. ¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó? We need Subway Surfers. What's good? What's good? Where are you guys all? Nepal. You're not from Nepal, Slender. Emily Caparelli's SF. Palestine. Uganda. You guys just be making shit up. You guys just be making shit up. California. It's my grandpa's birthday a day ago. Appreciate that. That's dope. That's dope. Well, sup guys? I just wanted to stream because I'm gonna be hunting some boars tomorrow for a video. And if you guys saw the thumbnail, that was from the video that I just filmed this past Monday with survival bunkers. So yeah, chat. I want to okay, that's my private stuff. I want to see some if you guys haven't joined the Discord, I'm going to react to a bit of the memes in here. So for those who haven't, Sunder, if you could pop in, that's insane. That's literally insane. That's the first shit that I see. 4-bed, 5-bath house. Okay. I can't even lie. That's pretty good. It is no longer allowed to eat dogs. This is insane. All right. I can't tell if that's me or not, but chat, join the Discord if you want to make memes, if you want to roast. Okay. This is just like insane. So chat, join the Discord if you want. I'll react to some of these memes. Most of them are absolute shit. Like, what is this? This is horrible. Healthcare memes. Like, come on. Come on. I think that's why I need some more leftists in my Discord, man. I feel like leftists make better memes. They're better at art. They're better at like understanding culture. I feel like more leftists need to join to spice the memes up. Yeah, like these are horrible. Like, come on. What the fuck is this? You guys can do way, way better than that. Like, come on. What is this? So, chat, I'm not going to react to this a lot longer. Obviously, this needs to step up in the memes. So, the better stuff that you guys put, the better I'll start off the stream with. Like, this is funny. No, like, honestly, like, this, again, is not a fan of the brain rot memes. It's just, no, none of these are funny. I am not watching that. Like, this is hilarious. And it's not just because, like, oh, wow, it's me, so that's why it's funny. This is just objectively hilarious. Well, chat, I think one thing that was interesting to me before we start off with what I kind of want to react to, have you guys been keeping up with what's been happening in the UK? Like all like the riots that's going on. Does anybody understand like what's been like happening there? I haven't like looked like too deeply into it, but I'm curious for whoever has like the UK, and I kind of wanted to react to this. And chat, let me know. But this is actually a fan of the channel. Actually, he reached out a couple months ago, just saying like what's up and like just connecting. But recently his channel's been blowing up, and I wanted to check it out because he's based in the London or whatever, and I think he's covered a lot of the protests that happened this past weekend. So apparently there's a lot of like essentially race riots between I think a lot of the people who have immigrated to England and I guess what you would call native British people. And yeah, it's been like a big like protest, and as you can see with the views, he's killing it, and it seems interesting. So chat, let me know if you guys want to see it. Type of WRL if you guys would want me to react to that. And while you guys like type that, one thing I was curious about seeing is this. So I think you guys all know Rumble, right? Rumble is also like another free speech platform. And what's I guess funny, oh wait, this is like my channel. Is that I think Rumble, I think the biggest creator there is like Sneeko. I think like Russell Brand has like a channel there. It's like a free speech platform. And I think Twitter is also branded as that as now. And apparently what's been happening is that their X and Rumble just sent off a antitrust lawsuit because I think one thing you guys have to like realize is that the reason why it's super hard to be free speech or unbiased or to like not buy into like advertisement demands is that a lot of media platforms, right? Whether that be social media, so like the platforms that host, content, or whether it be, an unbiased media outlet like myself, or, like the mainstream media outlets that probably started out with like really good intentions that wanted to be objective. The reason why after a certain while they have to like not talk about certain things and follow an agenda is because of advertisements, right? I mean, look, I'm not saying anything that's like revolutionary. I think you guys all understand that at this point, right? And apparently what seems to happen, and we can watch this together. I believe she's the CEO of Twitter. Elon Musk is obviously the owner of Twitter. And sorry, I just realized that I wasn't sharing my screen. And what happened is that I think a bunch of companies stopped saying that they're going to advertise on Twitter and Rumble after they decided to like kind of advertise themselves as this free speech platform where anything goes. And oftentimes, right, I think a lot of the platforms that we know of, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, don't really, or YouTube and Instagram or TikTok, they don't really apply like the actual free speech laws that oftentimes include hate speech. Hate speech is obviously blurry because whenever it comes to inciting violence, that's when you start crossing the line. But apparently a lot of companies essentially did like a mass organized boycott to not advertise on platforms like Twitter. So I wanted to take a look at this and see what you guys think so we can kind of like see like fill in on this together. I purposely haven't watched this yet because I wanted to watch it with you guys.
Hey everybody. I was shocked by the evidence uncovered by the House Judiciary Committee that a group of companies organized a systematic illegal boycott against X. It is just wrong, and that is why we are taking action. Today, we filed an antitrust
This is a
lawsuit
Twitter CEO.
against the Global Alliance for Responsible Media, 4 of its key members, and the World Federation of Advertisers. These organizations targeted our company and you, our users. The evidence and facts are on our side. They conspired to boycott X, which threatens our ability to thrive in the future.
That's pretty crazy. Like, I completely, understand every business. Look, I'm all for businesses being able to do what they want to do, who they want to do business with. And especially in the case of an advertiser, right? Like, look, I deal with advertisers. That's how I fund this channel, right? Like the in-video sponsors that you guys see. Like, they have, unfortunately, a lot more options, right? If I don't comply with them, they can go to like the next creator, right? Obviously, whenever you get to like this level, right? Actually, no, that's not true, because now there's so many different platforms that you can advertise, and it doesn't have to be X, right? I think in the beginning stages of social media, maybe it was like completely centralized essentially on Facebook, right? And Google. Facebook and like Google, right? Those are like the biggest like kind of advertisement platforms. So there's options, right? They don't have to do it on X. But I think whenever it becomes like a mass coordinated effort to essentially try and get a business to get businesses out of business, that's when it becomes wrong. I think that coordinated effort is where it becomes something that, that's a conspirement to boycott. Again, do you think when Gen Z is in certain powers, the world will feel more normal? No, probably not, because I'm sure that's probably what they thought when boomers were in power. You're still gonna have people that's gonna play into like the system. You're still gonna have people that are going to want to play the games, because that's obviously the best way to get up on top, right? So I think Gen Zs like to see themselves as like the rebels, the ones that are enacting change, but they're really not. In fact, like oftentimes, like the people who are protesting, they're just as close-minded, they're just as tyrannical as like the things that they're protesting. So no, I don't think that Gen Z will really change anything. In fact, like oftentimes, I think it's probably going to be a little bit worse. I mean, think about cancel culture. That wasn't really even a thing, right? And a big driver of cancel culture and just internet culture is Gen Z. Oh, we got 80 viewers. Hell yeah, we're raising the average each time, yo. Opinion on Just Stop Oil, pro or no? Hell no. I mean, I made a video on this, guys. If you guys haven't checked it out, check it out. It's I interviewed, I confronted like some radical climate activists. That's the worst way to get people to try and change your mind. Extremist groups, like any sort of extremist groups, whether that be terrorist groups or anything, they are the worst ways to get people to change their minds. In fact, all it does is it steers people like closer to the other way. Thoughts on RFK Jr.? Yeah, it's interesting. Can you explain your problem with the Brazil? I still don't understand it. That's coming out. We're working on that right now. Most Gen Zers are like me, not like the far left people that are constantly put on the media. Yeah, exactly. And I understand that, right? Like the people who make up that make the noise on the media are like the what do they call it? Like the loud minority. Sorry, y'all. I'm pretty tired right now. But Chad, what did you guys think about I guess the VP announcement? The new VP. Also, is my mic too loud? What do you guys think about the new VP for Kamala? I believe her name is... Well, actually, hold on. Before I get distracted, let's watch this.
That puts your global town square, the one place that you can express yourself freely and openly, at long-term risk.
That's true.
People are hurt.
X really is like the only mainstream free speech platform.
No small group of people should be able to monopolize
Facts.
what gets monetized. This group is no match for the power of our users. All of you, the very same users that have driven usage of X to all-time highs. I joined X because I believe in the power of the global town square. It's users like you, people of all backgrounds and opinions, who make X indispensable. You deserve an open platform where your views can be expressed without restriction and without fear. To all of you who have been part of this transformative journey that we're on, thank you.
Yeah, that's crazy, and honestly, really good for them. And the reason why I wanted to like talk to you guys about this is it's super important. It's super important that platforms like this that have the capital, right? I mean, the only reason why, for example, like X is able to do what they do is because of Elon Musk, right? Like he has the billions, like he has so many other businesses in which he can take these losses. So it's an extremely rare circumstance where, like, you know, I think Twitter is losing money. Someone fact check that. Is Twitter losing money? I think like the only reason why like Elon is able to kind of stand on his principles and do this is because he's already like a multi-billionaire. So I think this is great, man. I think this is like part of the push that needs to happen. Like, you know, if we are gonna bitch and moan about like mainstream media, we also need to understand why mainstream media is like that. You know. So, sorry, that was my my girlfriend texting me on WhatsApp. But what do you guys think? Do you guys think this is a good thing? Or do you guys think that these businesses also have their own right to do what they want with their money, right? At the end of the day, they're spending their money. They have other choices. They can go on Google. They can advertise on Instagram, Facebook. I'm curious what you guys think. Yeah, Twitter is losing money. Elon Musk cut 80% of the Twitter staff and is still running. That's crazy. Oh, trust me, that wasn't surprising to me at all, guys. So, you know, you guys can, I guess, look it up on LinkedIn. But I used to work at like a pretty big probably a Fortune 100 or Fortune 500 tech company, like pretty well-known tech company before I went into this full time. And let me tell you guys, like in big companies like that, I think we have like what, 50 to 70,000 like employees worldwide. Like it's very, very, very easy to hide. It's very, very easy to hide. And it's really only like the 20% who's putting in like 80% of like the results. That's definitely like something that I quickly realized working at like a big tech company. So like when Elon Musk like, you know, gutted 80% of the Twitter staff and it's still running and it's probably running even better, it's no surprise to me. One, you're running a leaner operation so you can make decisions faster, right? There's less levels of bureaucracy and hierarchy. Like it does not surprise me at all. And it's probably, again, right, since he cut out 80%, it's the 20% that he left that were driving the results anyways. In fact, if anything, like the 80% that they had were probably dragging the progress down. What do you guys think? Twitter is so much negativity though. I go on it and I go out feeling annoyed inside. Yeah, that is true. You do have to be like very cognizant of like the algorithm that you curate, or it can get pretty bad. It can get pretty bad because it's like so much like look at my Twitter feed, just like drama. And again, right, what it's doing is just feeding me what I watch and interact with. But it is a lot of like kind of like doom and gloom stuff, you know? It's like this is dying, this conflict is happening, leftists are trying to do this, conservatives are doing this. So as much as possible, if you guys can check out my Twitter, you guys can follow me too. I try and follow like a balanced group of people, right? Both on the left and right and in the middle, as well as like, you know, like other YouTube people. But it can get pretty bad, man. It can get pretty bad. But sorry, I just realized I wasn't even sharing my screen this whole fucking time. Yeah, Twitter is where the echo chambers argue with each other. The chat is so active. That's true, man. Yeah, I'm really happy with like the chat that's been showing up. It keeps things fast. Keeps things fast. Also, Twitter isn't just politics. I follow more gaming and movie news accounts than anything. Yeah, guys, I think that's also something that you guys need to realize. Of course, certain platforms will push certain things more, but more often than not, right? You're curating your own algorithm. It's just like feeding you what you interact with most. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that is true. The whole corn in the replies is crazy sometimes on Twitter. I feel like that should be like a feature that like needs to happen. Like kind of like on Reddit where it has like the not safe for work notification. There needs to be something like that for Twitter, because like you go on like a tweet, you like click into like the replies, and then you're just blasted with like OnlyFans like creators fucking interviewing their degeneracy. Bro, have you been watching the Mr. Beast drama? I have. In fact, do you guys want to react to that? You guys want me to react to that? I was going to watch this. In chat, let me know if you guys wanted to see this. What's been going on in the UK. But if not, we can watch the I think I just saw it. Who's that guy that like released? Is it Dog Pack? Yeah, this just came out an hour ago. You guys want to watch this together? This is crazy. Look, bro just literally has 268K subscribers, like literally over half my subscribers in 2 videos. Okay, I mean, it makes sense. They got 11 million views. He just executed on this. This is probably gonna get like 10 million plus views. Or who knows? Maybe YouTube's gonna like suppress the reach. Maybe YouTube's like, yo, this is literally our biggest creator. There's no fucking way. You guys want to watch it? Give me a WRL. I want to see some overwhelming W's. WRL on Mr. Beast. L. Yeah, because I feel like my audience, I don't know. I feel like I don't know if they care about YouTube drama like this. Okay, how about this? Okay, type 1 for Mr. Beast or 2 for UK news. Type 1 for Mr. Beast or 2 for UK news. Oh shit, it's pretty split. Oof. Only 2 because I already watched the Mr. Beast. But this literally did just come out an hour ago, so I highly doubt anyone here has watched this. Look up Joe Rogan learns about inbreeding. Landon Summers with just a fucking the most random suggestion. Everybody's like 1 2 1 2. Landon Summers literally just says, "Look up Joe Rogan learns about inbreeding." Chat. 3 for Joe Rogan looks up inbreeding. Landon literally watched it as he premiered. All right, 1 for Mr. Beast, 2 for UK, or 3 for Oh my God, 3 is winning. All right. We're gonna watch 3. Yo, Landon Summers with the crazy suggestion. I feel like we had to watch it at this point. I'm dead. Oh, I literally almost looked up Landon Summers. Bro, what the hell? What? This is 7 years ago? What? Dude, this is 7 years ago. Is that what you're talking about? Second? It's so 7 years ago. How does this have to do with UK news? It literally says 7 years ago. How can this be with UK news? All right, chat. We'll watch it.
And I think too big, but I don't think that other cultures are different. I think they're worse. And Islam is 500 years behind us. We were shitty. We had witch hunts.
Inquisition.
We had the Inquisition. They're not
Okay,
caught up to
so I
us yet.
guess
They're
you're
not as
talking
advanced. And I
about
think two big problems with them as far as
Muslims?
progress goes is the Quran is an exceptionally violent book. It doesn't have a 2.0 the way Christians do. And no one ever talks about this, but they have a major problem with inbreeding. They are marrying their first cousins again and again and again, and that makes your evolution go backwards.
Is this true? Where are you
Yes.
getting that from? I've never heard that before.
Consanguinity, I think it's called. Muhammad said it's okay to marry your first cousin.
For real?
And you do
Chat, are there Muslims in the chat? I'm curious on whether this is true or not. Because, like, first of all, I don't know who this guy is. Gavin McInnes. I'm guessing he's some sort of, like, expert on this.
that once or twice, it's pretty bad. And you do it for 40 generations, and now you're going back in time. Look at Iran in 1965. Mini skirts, woman doing chemistry with test tubes, driving around. Hi,
Muslims,
you wanna go to
is
the
this
go-go
true
hop
or
later?
not?
And now just garbage bags. Oh, yeah, oh, Gregorian chants everywhere. They've gone backwards in time, and I blame, obviously, the Quran and the culture and religion,
Yeah,
but
I feel
also
like this is
I
kind of
think
like
inbreeding enables them to get hijacked by
Islamophobic.
these radicals. I mean,
Because, like, honestly, inbreeding has existed across, like, every culture. Every religion, too. Like, bro, don't quote me on this, but isn't, like, a lot of, like, the British royalty, like, a lot of fucking inbreeding? Like, wasn't, like, early British royalty, like, literally just lines and generation of, like, fucking inbreeding? Isn't that why British people have bad teeth? No, I'm playing.
Strap yourself in for this. 70% of all Pakistanis are inbred. And in Turkey, the amount is between 25 to 30%. More stillbirths among immigrants, a rough estimate reveals that close to half of everybody living in the Arab world is inbred. A large percentage of the parents, this is blowing my mind, large percentage of the parents that are where's this coming from? What is this website?
I blog posted it before I came here.
Chat, any Turkish or Pakistani people? any Turkish or Pakistani people want to respond to that? Is that facts? There's no way that's facts.
Media, but these are all the sources that went to this. This source is reproductivehealthjournal.com. This is a BBC investigation that went to it.
So listen to the BBC investigation in Britain several years ago revealed that at least 55% of the Pakistani community in Britain was married to a first cousin. The Times of India affirmed that, in quotes, this is thought to be linked to the probability that a British Pakistani family is at least 13 times more likely than the general population to have children with the recessive genetic disorders.
Yo, that's insane. If this is true, this is insane. 55% of the Pakistani community in Britain was married to a first cousin. Okay, that seems highly improbable, though. Like, especially if you immigrated to Britain from Pakistan. Like, what's the chance that, like, your cousin is also, like, there with you? Right? I don't know. I don't know. This was 7 years ago.
Holy shit. BBC's research also discovered that while British Pakistanis account for just 3.4% of all births in Britain, they accounted for 30% of all British children with recessive disorders and a higher rate of infant mortality.
Yeah, that's also the thing. There's a lot of Pakistani people in UK too. So it's like it's not like there's like a few a dozen, and if you want to maintain your culture or whatever and marry within, like, it's not like there's like not fucking Pakistani people in Britain. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, well, chat. Look, I don't know. I'm curious if there's like anything that supports this rather than this article that they're reading together.
What in the fuck? Labour Party MP has called for a ban on first cousin marriage. Medical evidence shows that one of the negative consequences of inbreeding is a 100%
Joe Rogan
increase in the risk of stillbirths. One study comparing the Norwegians and Pakistanis showed that the risk of the child dying during labor increases by 50%. Wow. That is insane.
I also read somewhere that a lot of the symptoms of inbred.
Don Lee says Turkey in 2024 is at 21%. So is that true? 21% of Turkish people are inbred? Test between rural and urban. Yeah, there must be some dramatic differences. Are you going to prioritize live streaming over YouTube videos? I love the videos. No. We are still going to be posting YouTube videos, but I am trying to grow this stream presence, man. So, Frederick, I think it's your first time joining. I appreciate you joining, man. Now watch Gavin inserting stuff to own the libs. Thanks for the $2. Is that like another video? Send the link if you can.
People are irrational rage,
that back up, Jimmy.
fanaticism, and they end up just describing ISIS.
Look at what it says here. That with the
Enjoying the
IQ
stream so
points,
far, not gonna
it
lie.
says
Appreciate
findings on
uh,
that.
intelligence. Research shows that if one's parents are cousins,
Let's stand
intelligence
up. I need to
goes down
get some
10 to
energy.
16 IQ points. The risk of having an IQ lower than 70, criterion for being retarded, in quotes. Are they using that word? Who uses that word? They use it like that? I've never seen it used like that. I've always seen it. I don't think it's a medical distinction. This is a real website. The fuck are we
They
reading
said
from?
retardation. Did they say retard?
No, it says retarded. It says retarded. In quotes,
Well, that is
see it
the
there?
legal.
Yeah.
That is the medical definition.
You guys remember when we could say that word? Why can't we say that word anymore? I get why. But you remember when we could say that? Also, I'm not even gonna lie. Like my forehead looks fucking massive today, or maybe you guys just made me fucking insecure now. Bro, fuck y'all.
Increases 400% among children from cousin marriages. Well, let me say that again. The risk of having an IQ lower than 70 increases 400% amongst children from cousin marriages. An academic paper published in the Indian National Science Academy found that the onset of various social profiles like visual fixation, social smile, and sound seizures, oral expression, and hand grasping are significantly delayed among the newborn inbred babies. What in the fuck?
Good name for a band.
Newborn inbred babies?
Yeah.
That's a punker band if I ever heard one. Wow. Jesus Christ.
Okay, interesting. Chat, what do you guys think? Can someone fact check that? Like, again, that was 7 years ago. They talked about, for those who may have just joined, they talked about essentially high propensity of rates of Muslim people inbreeding. That's what he claimed. In that, especially in countries like Pakistan and Turkey, there's high rates of inbreeding, as high as 55% of British Pakistani people. I don't know. I need to look further into that. One study says Okara district, Pakistan has 61% inbreeding. That's insane. Is that like a rural area, I'm guessing? What are we watching, bro? Yeah, fucking Landon Summers was like, bro, you have to watch this. We were literally debating, hey guys, let's watch the Mr. Beast drama or watching the UK riots. And Landon Summers just says, guys, you have to watch the Joe Rogan learns about inbreeding. All right, chat. Let's do a revote. Who wants to watch the UK news? Why people are rioting in the UK? So just for some context, just so we're on the same. Oh, what the fuck? I typed in UK breeding, UK riots. UK riots. What is going on? So, okay, it seems like British police is headed for another night of violence amid concerns that anti-immigration groups are planning to target dozens of locations throughout the country, fueled by misinformation over a stabbing attack against young girls. Let's take a look. So it seems like, I guess, whenever there's like riots with a bunch of white people, they're always going to call it far right. I mean, who knows? Maybe it is far right groups. But I also think that in this instance, it's just probably a lot of people, I guess, that seem to be fed up, and that happens to be white. Police had prepared for another violence of 100 locations following a week of rioting and disorder, fueled by misinformation over a stabbing attack against young girls. So interesting. What exactly happened? Chat, does anybody have a good summary? Too tired to look through this shit. Okay, the disturbances began after misinformation spread about the stabbing rampage that killed 3 girls in the seaside community of Southport, with social media users falsely identifying the suspect as an immigrant in a Muslim. Okay, I get it. So, correct me if I'm wrong, but essentially what happened is that I guess some violence happened, right? I mean, In fact, it led to death of 3 young girls. And I think I thought the suspects were immigrants and Muslims. And I think this kind of just happens to do with tension that's been going on with a lot of the immigration in Europe. And I think people in Britain being tired of it. I think that seems to be what's going on. Tommy Robinson reported on this. Who's Tommy Robinson? Yes, I think this happens to do with like the great replacement theory and I think just kind of similar to here in the US, right? Of like the tension between immigration, right? Illegal immigrants and the locals. I think that's essentially what's going on in the UK. Things like that have been happening. And then you kind of needed like this one big report or incident to happen to kind of galvanize people to come riot. But in this instance, it seems like it was started with kind of like a fake report talking about how this happened because of, I guess, Muslims doing this. I will say, guys, there definitely is a big... I've noticed this too. I think, like, especially in the US, there is a big, like, Islamophobia, right? And I think, obviously, you can say that again about any sort of religion, but you especially see it, I feel like, in the Western countries against Islam. And I think it makes sense. And it makes sense in the sense that, right, the whole 9/11 stuff, I think a lot of people blamed Muslims in general for it. Check out Smile to Jannah videos. He covers what happens really, really well. And I think a lot of times people use tension that's been breathing up, and that's all they need, kind of like this breaking point to go in and riot. Smile to Jannah. Anti-Semitism is much more worse than Islamophobia nowadays in the U.S. I think so too. I think what has happened over there in Israel and Palestine has given way to people to use that as an excuse to be anti-Semitic. I mean, to be honest, in Twitter, you see that the most. In Twitter, you really, really see that the most. Like sometimes just wild things that are being said about like Jews. And it's not okay. And I'll say the exact same thing for people with Islamophobia. Like using certain incidents and using that as your excuse to say hateful shit, no one can condone that. And especially in this instance, like who even was like the guy, right? Like what was okay. So they were killed through a knife fight or through like a knife stabbing. Also, that's a huge problem in the UK, by the way, like those knife stabbings. Yeah, it seems like, okay, so the kind of like narrative that proliferated online was it was a Muslim asylum seeker who arrived in the UK by boat. But then who were they then? That's what I'm like trying to figure out. Then who was it? If it wasn't that, then what was it? In the wake of these messages of members of the far right, guided by social media, gathered in towns. Okay, so then, does anybody know who it was? Does anybody know? Heard they were a white Christian from Wales. Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. So it was a guy from Wales. Let's see. Can anybody fact check that? Supposedly a local, probably son of immigrant. Not sure about the white part, but they were a Christian from Wales. Oh, sorry, Slender. 17-year-old of Rwandan migrant descent. Ah, I see. So I guess that's where kind of like the whole Muslim stuff happened. But he was, I guess, native to Wales, right? Like he was born and raised there. Just how like I'm a Japanese American, he was probably like a Rwandan Welsh person, right? It wasn't an immigrant. It was a 17-year-old local. He was black. Gotcha. Born in UK to African parents. Yeah, guys, I think that's why it's important to check your facts. Clearly. Right? But ultimately it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter. I mean, I think ultimately what happened is that, look, the fact is three young kids died, girls died, and that people needed some sort of excuse to tensions that were already bubbling up. And I'm curious if there's anybody in the UK here in the chat, but probably not because it's like morning time right now. But is there a lot of protests in London? I mean, you always see protests in like France and shit, or like Spain, right? The French will fucking protest over anything. The French will protest over anything. I mean, their biggest protest was like what? Like how they raised like the retirement age by like 2 years. Especially if it comes to like them having to work more. The French, you know, they love to protest. But I feel like the UK, like I feel like look, I love my British people, but I feel like British people are too like they're too pessimistic to protest. And what I mean by that is like like if you don't even have any hope that things are going to change, like you wouldn't even protest. You can be, you know, like pissed off, pessimistic. But if you're pessimistic, you wouldn't protest. Protesting in a way is like a sign of hope. It's a sign of fight. It's a sign of, look, we're going to go out here and try and change that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like protesting is a sign of hope. No matter how depressing it might be. You don't know British people, bro. Yeah, maybe I'm just yapping. Do British people protest? All I know is that British people, if you get them enough alcohol, man, they will riot. The two biggest group of people who change up the most when there's alcohol in them are British people and Japanese people. Completely different humans when they're sober versus drunk. I mean, protest works depends on what side you're on. Yeah, that's true. Except for climate protesters. A lot of the, like, Just Stop Oil is British. A lot of the climate freaks are British. Yeah, Just Stop Oil is a British environmental activist group. All right, chat. Do you guys want to see these protests? Let's watch a little bit. Fuck it. And if you guys don't like it, then let me know. Let's watch this one.
You should not be feeling unsafe in our motherland.
Young kids just died. For who?
Can I tell her she's safe? Do I have to tell her she can't trust the police? It's two-tier policing.
He's an old man.
So I think we're all on the same page with context on what's happening.
As a working class man.
People are just fed up. There's nothing we can do.
I wonder who the best protesters in the world are. Do you guys think Americans are the best protesters? Or no, it's got to be the French.
Tonight, I'll be joining the protests at Downing Street in response to the murders of 3 children in Southport. While I don't agree with the riots that occurred after, it's clear that the public are angry and had enough. I'm making this video as I was at Trafalgar Square the other day and people told me that they were scared for their children.
We're just thinking of the safety of my children, my grandchildren.
And mothers and fathers that are concerned for the children and their future generations.
And ultimately, it's all about protecting the welfare of our children.
I didn't fully grasp what they meant until the next morning when I read the news of a man murdering 3 children. The mainstream media have been spreading.
Yeah, I mean, I think that is obviously inexcusable, man. Like, especially like young little girls. I think, like, I mean, of course, that's what they're protesting about. But I think whoever it was, whether it be a local or a migrant or whatever, sometimes whenever they have like these big protests, I feel like they get lost in the sense that, look, I think that's the main thing that you should be protesting is that innocent lives were taken. But of course, right? Everything's politicized now, right? And then this is now being used more so as like a political movement. Check out Smiles to Jana's latest video. Let's watch this for a little bit. Thank you, though. Thank you for the dono.
Lies calling these grieving people part of the EDL. The EDL doesn't even exist anymore. So
if it's inexcusable, then who are we supposed to get mad at? What do you mean by that?
Tonight, we're going to humanize these people and get a real understanding to why they're here. Let's go. Well, guys, I'm just on my way to Downing Street, and just in front of me, I see a huge cordoned off line of police officers. It seems like the protest is already here.
Look how cool the city it is.
So yeah, I feel like a big turnout is going to come today. I think around hundreds and hundreds of people come to share their voice. Let's go. Yeah, a lot of police.
Chad,
here,
I'm curious. Do you guys think we should be tougher on crime in general? Like, I think, like, for example, like what I mean by that is like what El Salvador did, where they like locked the fuck up of anyone associated with gangs. Like even like the loosest of associations. This has led to a lot of false accusations, though. People who were actually innocent, but they were some way somehow connected to the gang in like very loose networks. But I don't know, guys. What do you guys think? It's obviously hard, but you know, El Salvador transformed from the most dangerous country to now the safest in the Americas. So I think if done right, it could push some results.
Line of officers must be at least 20. Jesus Christ, what's going on? Yeah. So yeah, looks like something's going on. These guys singing for Tommy Robinson. Wow. So can you explain to me why you're here today?
Just to make a stand for all these sick governments that are running the country at the minute. They're letting kids getting stabbed.
Singapore has harsh laws, worked pretty good for them. That is true. You know, like in Singapore, you can't even have like gum. There's like absolutely no trash, I've heard.
They're letting people over on boats. Don't get me wrong, I ain't one of these people that says don't let them over, because some of them, if it weren't for some immigrants, we wouldn't have this country.
But what is this?
Do you guys like this like GoPro style?
Causing all this trouble. Murders
it's like something I'm obviously starting to do a lot more.
It's happening with everyone, but the frequent amount of them is with these sort of people that are coming over. They live in countries where it's acceptable to rape girls and treat girls like shit, and kids for that matter. And they're coming over to here, they're trashing our country and just they're treating it like their own. Do you know what I mean?
Is this a response to the Southport incident that happened the other night?
Technically, yeah. To be honest, I didn't know it was happening until yesterday, so we're down here for work. We'll come and make a stand. Power to the people.
There's 4 officers arresting someone.
Leave him. Leave him. Leave him. Right there. Leave him. Look at his neck right there. Gary holding him.
A complete.
I mean, look, the video's just starting, but is it just me or is it's quite tame? I don't know, man. I think America takes a W again when it comes to being better protesters. I feel like the British are too polite. I'm playing. I shouldn't joke about that.
Different mood here today compared to what happened the other day in Trafalgar Square. The people are angry. It's not really kind of a happy march today. It's more
like chat. Like we would already be having like chants. There'll probably be like a couple like fights. There'll probably be like someone like in a dance circle for some reason, just like dancing during it. There'll be a couple like lootings by now. People just taking advantage of the situation and chaos and just looting all the Gucci stores in the name of BLM and racial equality, you know?
about anger and I guess protesting against the police as well. And honestly, what
did you guys catch the fucking winker though? Hold on.
And I guess protesting against the police as well. And honestly, what I've seen so far in Leeds and in Southport, I can't imagine the police actually handle this crowd.
Come on, this ain't that bad. This ain't that bad, bro.
Fucking prick.
Fucking prick. You fucking prick.
Hi, mate. I see you getting some stick from the officers. Why are you here today, mate?
Oh, we're here for the stabbings of the kids the other day.
Yeah.
You know, this guy was just like, "Fuck yes, bro. I don't have to go to the office. Like, oh, like there's too much of a mob. I need to drink my Budweiser."
Yeah.
Bro's just having a bender in the middle of London during a protest.
Yeah, 100% agree.
Two-tier policing, innit? One up Leeds, Harefields have run away. Look at what they're doing to the English-born people.
Do you think it's going to be a peaceful march tonight, or what do you think is going to happen tonight?
Well, if the police keep abusing their powers, then it's going to turn physical, ain't it, you know? But if they just let us peacefully protest...
Yeah.
Bro's hammered. Bro is absolutely hammered, bro. Look at him.
And then it should be all right.
It's probably like mid, like 12. This is not his first beer, bro.
But, you know, it is what it is. Where's this on, anyway?
YouTube, mate. Wesley Winter.
YouTube, yeah?
Yeah, I'm sick of all this fucking media chatting shit.
Oh, they're fucking shit. It's what we need, citizen journalism.
I love when
Yes,
British
mate.
people like talking slang, man. It's the funniest slang, I swear to God.
Well, so as we're walking, we're getting escorted in a way to Downing Street. I think that's where the protest is going to end up. But man, look how many officers there are. Must be at least 20 to 50 just on this street alone. I think they're going to need hundreds to handle this lot. I mean, look, you can't even see past the crowd. I've already seen one arrest, but wow, guys with the baddies. Wow, someone been arrested again. Second person I've seen now.
Doesn't it just seem more like a parade or like a walk through the city? Maybe there's a lot more action that's like to come ahead, but
I don't know why they need about 20 people to arrest someone. Wow. Don't know why they've arrested him, but yeah. The guy in the balaclava. I don't think this is going to stay very neutral.
chat, what do you guys think? WRL, you guys want me to stay on
It's
this?
only
You guys
been
want me
about
to
10
switch
minutes since
topics?
I've been here already. I think they're just trying to
Give me a
block them off and know
WRL if
what
you guys
the
care
purpose
about
of
this
this
or
is,
not.
but
Or do you guys only care about
or
America?
the police, even more coming down their vans.
W. Okay.
Yeah, guys, wow.
Switch.
It's crazy. Honestly, the noise is crazy. You can't even like.
Nah, switch
hear yourself
topics.
speak
I've never
the
seen a
closer you
polite
get to this.
protest. I want to see some chaos. Nah, I'm with you on that. I want to see some chaos. Let's skip ahead a little bit. I want to see some crazy
All
shit.
these people are here today.
Yeah, listen, we're fed up. We need to show unity against knife crime, against unwanted immigration coming into the country.
Yeah, this guy looks like he could be in America. Like, does he not? Like, take out the accent. Like, this guy will be somewhere in Texas.
They're not vetted, you know, but what's happening now, this is the major thing. You see,
He's
certain
a video game
organisations, they're
character.
minute. What you've got coming out now is a working class man. The man who won't watch his telly, who's been force-fed this factual stuff about being a racist and about a bad history, and that's the majority. And they're the ones what are coming out, they'll be the strong ones. The men who owns their families, working men who
Also,
don't
chat, W,
do
we
none of
hit
the small stuff.
100
This is what
viewers
it's
plus.
turning now, because we're playing identity politics.
W on that.
But I'm sick of people blaming race and religion. You look at all the murders that have happened in England and in London. There have been all kinds of sorts of people.
Yeah, but you got to talk not sensitive and factual. Look at every city in England. Look at the crime rate and who's.
I will say though, guys, like, so this really does show you how like independent journalism is gonna take over, right? Like, there's no motherfucking way, like Sky Sports or I think or BBC in the UK are doing shit like this where they're just unfiltered talking to people, being right in the action, seeing what's going on without the fancy edits. Like, this is great. Like, chat, I'm curious too. You guys want me to do stuff like this? Like, just completely raw. So like maybe like some shit like goes down. I just go in there, you know, and interview people raw, like no cuts, just unfiltered like this. I feel like I could shine in that shit. I don't know, chat. What do you guys think? I'd be down for it. Yeah, definitely. That'll be great. Yes. And it's also like, fuck, that's going to be so much easier to turn around the video than like having to fucking edit that shit like crazy. This probably has way worse viewer retention than what you do now. That is true. But I mean, look at this, bro. Do you know how much work it takes to fucking get 2.3 million views with what I'm doing right now? I would argue that both is equally valuable. I would not want to miss professional news. Fair enough. Fair enough. How's independent journalism going to take over without you getting all the information? Worse than the actual media. What do you mean by that? I want to understand.
Committing it. If you want to talk the whole of England, then your case comes in. But at the moment, we've got cases the last 2-3 weeks.
You really need to be careful when it comes to being shadow banned on YouTube. How so? How am I shadow banned?
It's where other faiths have butchered and it's being covered up and it's not right. Now, let me tell you something, brother. Do you want to sit on a train and have to decide whether someone's going to be dangerous or not? You shouldn't be doing that. That's a fray. Now, my Muslim brothers, if you want to change that, you do more work in your own community because it ain't on.
The main point that I've heard so far that people are angry. Basically, enough is enough is the main thing.
We have to treat it like a criminal here, and criminals are roaming around freely with machetes, and you are here with the riot gear to stop us.
That's right,
no,
mate.
It's not right.
That's right, yeah.
It's not right.
Yeah,
We're
it ain't
the law-abiding citizens. Our kids are being killed, and we are being stopped. No.
Government, yeah? They've all got a house on a mortgage, they've all got a car on credit, you can't get the sack, you can't pack your job in, because you lose your f***ing house, you'll lose your car, your wife, your kids, everything.
Financially tied
And that's what they've done, they've f***ing got your mortgage up your eyeballs. So you're all scared now, and you do as you're fucking told.
You're protecting these fucking terrorists. Look up the word terrorism, yeah? And it describes every in that building over there.
I really don't think this...
Yeah, chat. I don't know if I told you guys this, but yeah, this guy actually reached out to me like a month ago just saying like, bro, I love your videos, all that. Should I hop on a call with him? He's doing good stuff, man. He's really like blown up with this. Yeah. We were chatting. Actually, we were just like chatting. Wait, hold on. I want to take this off in case I self-incriminate myself. Hold on. Where's bro? Yeah, I was just talking to him earlier today. I was just like, yeah. Yeah, see? Yeah, we're just like taking. He reached out like a month ago, saying like he fucks with my shit. Great to see you representing the Asians. You know, we gotta get that. We gotta stay together. And yeah, he's been doing well. So yeah. Hey guys, chat. Maybe I get him. Maybe I bring him into that Explore the Unfamiliar network. Well, what do you guys think about that? Maybe I bring him into the network, right? Like my vision is to build up like we're trying to be international with it. How about we bring him under Explore the Unfamiliar? You know, time to colonize the Brits. I mean, we'll see. We'll talk. But yeah, chat, give him some love. Chat, give him some love. Okay, let's do this. Just so he knows that we're also reacting to him right now. He's probably asleep. Go on Instagram. Give him a follow. Give him a follow here. And tell him and DM him saying that Gen sent you. Show him some love. Show him some love on Instagram. Give him a follow. And let him know that I sent you guys. All 100 of you guys. Come on, guys. Like that would be crazy. If at least like half of you guys like follow him right now and say that, this $5 could belong to you, Wesley. Thank you, Twav. Appreciate that. Appreciate the dono. But yeah, guys, give him a follow. Give him a follow right now. Kenz, you really said birds of a feather. It's fine. Give him a follow, and once he accepts, then tell him again sent you. Frederick, I also really like the on Jubilee in the middle ground videos. You could really moderate the discussions well. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. But chat, if even half of y'all have like what 108 of you guys do it, that'll be dope. But let's get back into it.
This is going to end tonight. I think this is going to go on to maybe midnight. It's only been about half an hour, 40 minutes. And I can just feel that people are just getting more and more angry.
Love the stream, by the way. Appreciate that, Nin. Yo, you guys have been fucking with the streams. Insta sucks, LOL, follow them on X. Whatever you guys do, whatever platform you guys follow them, let them know that Gen sent you.
Beers getting thrown everywhere. You know. Whoa, here come the police.
All right. Shit about to start happening.
Right in the head.
Bro, they're literally in queue. They're literally in line. It's a protest and they're lining up.
This is not going to end. We saw what happened in Leeds. We saw what happened in Southport. I honestly don't think the police are going to be able to handle this crowd. And man, look how it goes. All far down, they're cordoned in. And all the way to this side. Hey, mate, do you agree with all the violence that's happening at the minute?
Go, mate.
Do you agree with all the violence?
There's no violence. The only violence that's happening is by the police.
Yeah.
That's the only violence the police are provoking. Should be freedom of speech and freedom to walk on our streets. We're English. It's our country.
What do you want to say to the people?
I want to say to the people, stop the killing of our kids. Stop the killing of our kids.
Yeah, and that's the reason why...
Stop the boats and stop the killing of our kids. Illegal immigrants, asylum seekers are killing our kids. It's not what our forefathers fought for this country.
Man, I guess like there are similarities with America and the UK with like kind of, you know, vernacular like that.
Hi, mate, I see your shield. Do you think you'll need that tonight?
Well, look, let's hope not, but who knows? I think this is in case there's any little silly ideas like little Antifas. Anyone who gets any silly ideas like that more than anything. It's not intentionally come out, obviously, for looking for
Also,
any trouble.
it's so hard to understand
more
them,
than
though.
anything, it's to show my pack.
Like, I hate to say this, but like lower class like British accents are like harder to understand. No?
Patriotism for my country, and I'm deeply concerned about my country and the way we're going.
Enough is enough, isn't it?
Enough is enough.
Well, people are breaking through the barriers now. They're very angry. Police are pushing people to the side. I don't know what's happening. They're trying to block them in. I don't know why. We're just crossing the road. I don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely the Cockney accent.
I don't know what's the issue with crossing the road.
I remember when I was in London, it was hard to understand the Cockney.
The barrier's falling down. I don't know why the...
Bro, they're literally in line.
This man's screaming at our kids.
Bro, they literally pushed it like 3 times and the police just gave up. You know, by this point, someone probably would have been headshotted by now. Someone would have been curb stomped by the American police by now. I'm playing. Not really.
I don't really understand what the point of the barrier is because no one's really doing anything. They're just standing there.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Obviously,
They didn't
people are
do
angry and
shit.
frustrated. Almost like a zoo.
Why are you listening? Why have you got batons?
This lady just said, "Why have you got batons?" And yeah, it hasn't been violent at all yet. I don't know why they're smiling and have these batons with them, but yeah. Wow.
They kick off and beat the police up. They get what they want. We do dialogue. So now what do we beat
I
them
think
up?
that's the funniest part is that at least in the protests. Oh, I guess there's also not many open container laws in America. But have you guys noticed like how people here protesting are just like kind of treating it like a drinking event? Like how many people are just like holding beers as they're like protesting and like saying like fuck the immigrants and all that. I've never really seen that in a protest in the U.S. like people drinking. Guess it'll make it more fun, no?
They're That's what choice have we got? What's left?
No.
Everyone else beats them up.
You can't be like that. You can't be like
because
that.
we're losing though, bruv. And they're winning.
It's very hurting. I was crying.
We're losing.
It's very hurting. I was crying. I was shedding tears. I was crying. Every day I see young lads down on the
US
street.
wouldn't be able to handle the
Three
protest.
babies down by that clown the other day.
We got
and we take it and we take it.
I know.
No one else takes it. They fight these fuckers. So what do? We fight them.
No,
that's how we win.
We don't approach violence with violence. No,
that's how we win.
We don't approach violence with violence. No, we got this. It's all about dialogue.
We're
I love how they
allowing
bring like
so many
Premier League
people in our
chants.
country that hate us, and it's being hidden that we're under attack, right? And we're not allowed to speak out about it. We're not allowed to speak about it. I mean, what kind of democracy is that?
Yeah. At the moment, it seems a bit like...
And today is for the 3 poor girls and all the victims of the other day in Leeds. I mean, it's sickening, and all these people want to come out in battle gear.
Yeah, I feel like from what I read, like over like Twitter and like those articles that we like all read together before this, like, didn't it make it seem like it was like crazy? Like you guys are totally right. This is like a somewhat peaceful protest. Like, I mean, who knows? Maybe like shit's about to happen, but I'm gonna guess it's gonna be like this. I mean, let's see.
In battle gear when they couldn't even like defend 3 little girls, a whole bunch of girls. Disgusting.
Is the anger at the police? Is it the government? Is it also the murderers?
It's all of it.
Yeah.
Where'd you start?
Yeah.
It's all of it. All of it. The police, they want to take a side. They want to take the wrong side. The government, they don't listen to the people. The people that come in the country, they don't like us. I mean, the majority are coming in. Yes, there's some good, there's some bad.
All right, Chad, I'll probably watch like 5 more minutes of this. Yeah, we can make it 1.25. Let's see if shit starts happening. But I'm starting to get tired too.
That are coming in, I want them to change our values. And it's been hidden under the carpet. People got to wake up to it. There's good immigration. We need to keep it good immigration. It's got nothing to do with the colour of skin, all right? It's got nothing to do with where you're from. We want nice people that share our values and respect our values, want to come in our country and prosper doing well.
You know what? That's also fair too. I think like oftentimes like just because, you know, someone might be anti-immigration, it's like immediately you kind of get called like racist, right? Because obviously a lot of immigrants are minorities oftentimes. But I think you can absolutely be anti-immigration and not be racist. Like it's not mutually exclusive. You know what I'm saying? Like just like he said, he wants, I guess, more higher quality people that might be college educated, people that might be coming for like a high paying job. Like he's not against that, but maybe he is against the people who are causing some sort of trouble, right? I think that's also why, again, like nuance in these sorts of like topics is so important. Or else if you go and protest like this, you get called far right, right? Like that's what we read in the articles before this. You know what was interesting is like we spent some time together to look at like the mainstream's depiction. A lot of them probably didn't even go on site, probably didn't talk to many people there. And they just like kind of branded them all as like far right demonstrators, right? But then if we're seeing this, and at least like in the 16 minutes, 15 seconds that we've seen, it's just kind of normal people. Some are just there to day drink. Some are there because they're frustrated with what's happening. Some are there because they want to be known that like, look, we welcome the people that want to accept our traditions, our values, and our cultures and our customs, but not people that are causing trouble. So it shows you that like there's clearly a lot of nuance, right? Especially in a big group like protesters. And that's why it's important to have people like this talking to people and getting the spectrum of views. Because there's also no doubt, right? There are probably far-right demonstrators that are there to cause ruckus, that are there because they believe in the great replacement theory, that are there because they are racist. Like they have actual genuine hate towards people coming into the country and the color of their skin. But I don't think, if I had to guess, I don't think most protesters are coming at this from a place of heart. It's probably more so a place of disappointment, place of frustration, that they don't want their kids to be stabbed and murdered. But again, right? Obviously, in this case, this was a local person. Some, I guess, Welsh or I guess some Rwandan kid with UK parents. And obviously, a narrative was created that this was like a Muslim, kind of like asylum seeker. That was false. So again, you got too many Republicans and conservative fans. Yeah, probably. I'm curious on if anybody is more on the left or in center, like me, who I want to hear your guys' thoughts. But wait, what makes you say this, Slender? I feel like they said I don't agree with great replacement theory either, right? Legal immigrants are some of the best people I've heard. I'm center left. Yeah, see? I'm extremely centrist. I mean, of course, I think probably if I had to guess, probably most of my audience is going to be slightly center right. I'm registered Dem, but lately I'm more in the middle. Love the center. See? I want to be center, but I lean towards right. I think one thing to notice too is that, the pendulum is ever swinging. Far right, Christian conservative myself. Huh, interesting. No wonder you wanted me to watch the fucking inbreeding video. Immigrant center right, leaning right for sure. Extreme center right. I am more so center, but some assume I am center right. Not leaning right, left leaning. What do you guys think? I mean, I think the reason why I want to ask is you guys have seen me now, right? For those who've been tuning in consistently into the streams, or even if those who are joining for the first time today, first and foremost, welcome. But I'm curious, what do you guys think I lean towards? Because in these streams, I'm saying my opinion, or I mean, I don't know. What do you guys? I feel like I'm saying my opinion. You're center right, leaning right, center left. See. Christian rightish. Honestly, those days when you criticize someone for double standards, you get accused of being right wing or leftist. The left you. Yeah, probably to a degree. Yeah. From your videos, you seem relatively center, but more on the side of common sense. So are you guys saying that common sense is being more on the right? Bro's just base, no leaning. Appreciate that. Danilo Betances. Appreciate that. You're moderate and a bit young, so I hear you say things that lack historical understanding. That's fair, Coach. Coach, I don't doubt that. But I'm here to learn, right? I'm here to learn. And I think that's one thing that I want to make clear to you guys is that I'll make mistakes, man. I'm never going to fucking present myself as this perfect person. I fuck up a lot. In fact, if you guys have seen my earlier videos, especially when I talked about my false accusation case, you guys know that I made mistakes. Watch the video. In that video, you'll see that I didn't do it. But anyways, I will never present myself as the perfect person. And just like you guys tuning in, just like you guys that I think probably find a lot of value in the channel, we're here to learn. And I think we can have our opinions. But there's nothing wrong with new information, with talking to people, with learning from experts, with learning from random people, that we can also admit that we can change our minds. What do you guys think? Did I wrap that up nice? Was that corny? As a centrist, what are your opinions on the right and left, respectively? I think everything you guys said makes a lot of sense. I think right now, what probably used to be the left 10, even 5 years ago, is probably right now. I think common sense has no political leaning. I completely agree with that. I think it's just unfortunate that everything is so politicized. But then again, I think everything has always been politicized. Politics has always been in everything, right? I think... I guess is talking to also people you disagree with now a right-leaning perspective? I'd be center if we were stuck between classical liberal and conservative, but now everything less than progressive right on today's slider. I think that's the point I'm trying to make too. You said that better than I can. I love the open-mindedness. Less about division, more about understanding. Yeah. It's guys, guys, we're so early on this streaming journey, right? You guys have also seen the progression of how the videos have evolved. I'd like to assume like the videos from 10 videos back is way shittier than the videos now, right? I mean, I hope, or else fuck. I don't know why you guys are tuning in. And we're on the early stages of that for streaming, guys. Like, we're gonna keep getting better. We're gonna do some crazier shit. We'll do some more debates. I actually really enjoy that debate. I encourage those who weren't able to catch the streams. I think two streams back where I debated the socialists. I recommend you guys do it. Actually, I'm curious. You guys want me to do more debates? Type some W's or L's if you guys want me to host debates or be the one arguing. Because I'm not gonna lie, guys, I love debating. One advantage that I have is that talking to a lot, like both sides, I know what they're gonna say, and I know also the arguments that I could counteract each other. Do you like debating? I love debating. Yes, if you're good at debates. It's up to you to judge. I'm curious. I'm curious for those who joined it. Joined the stream two streams back. Would you say you're a master debater? Yes, I am a master debater. Host? You want me to host both? Argue? Yeah, I can do both. Yeah, arguing with people online makes it a lot easier to predict what people will say. No, that's just you being chronically online, my guy. Shut up. It was a really good debate. Invite RFK. I think he'll be down to answer some of your questions. I think, guys, we're going to need to get our stream numbers up. We need to get to Aiden Ross's level so he can literally bring on Trump in front of 500K people. Since you're knowledgeable and center, you'd be better as a moderator. Yeah. Oh my God, shut the fuck up. My fucking Alexa keeps like going off. Will you consider Twitch? Guys, I used to stream on Twitch, but then no one fucking joined that shit. So that's why I'm streaming on YouTube. Do you guys like YouTube streams? Like what makes fucking Twitch better? I think one frustration that I share right now with YouTube streaming is that fucking things get copyrighted. Are you multicast now? Oh no, I should do that. YouTube is easier. YouTube is better. Auto mod. I prefer YouTube because Twitch is a dying platform. YouTube, please. Okay, actually, I need to learn how to multicast. I think I was about to do that with one of my Discord members. He helped me set up a lot of these like stream stuff. I need to go over multicasting. Twitch is its own community. I mean, if I'm multicasting it, then it doesn't matter, right? I think I can even stream on Rumble. I might just do that. I mean, look, guys, I obviously like YouTube the best too. This is where my biggest audience is. Doesn't OBS do it pretty easy? Guys, I don't know. I'm a fucking dumbass when it comes to this shit. All right, guys. Honestly, I'm probably going to start packing it up. I'm pretty tired. It's been a long day. I've been grinding, getting stuff done. Tomorrow I'm going to Dallas because I'm going to be filming with these people who host boar helicopter hunts. I'm going to investigate that to see if that should be allowed and stuff. Whether that's, the angle of animal cruelty, talking to the farmers, different things like that. So I'm super, super interested in that. Boar live stream. Yeah, guys, maybe we'll do some in real live stream soon if we can get these numbers up. Dang it, I just joined. I'm sorry, William. You gotta turn your noties on so you know when I'm gonna go live, or to join our Discord. Get those notifications. Good stream. Going to bed. Chat. Any last questions? Anything? W stream. This is a really chill one. Nothing like too much planned. I don't know if I seem like a little bit low energy and anything, but opinion on Destiny. I think he's a great debater, man. He is a great debater. I think sometimes he just debates the debate and says like things to support his like arguments, like only says things to like support his arguments. And I feel like oftentimes he just like debates so he can win it instead of like really conceding points if it's a good point or if it's actually changed his mind and stuff. I think he's just too focused on debating to do so. The train made for very nice train commute listening. Hell yeah. Love that. Bedtime story. I ain't got no bedtime stories. You hear what he said about Trump assassination, though? Yeah, dude, that was insane. That was insane. But guys, you know what's crazy is that we have a consistent 100. That's the 2 streams in a row where you guys stay. You guys stay too. Like, that's very encouraging. If we can do that with 100, we can do that with 1,000. If we could do that with 1,000, we could do that with 10K. So I really, really appreciate you guys like tuning in. Seriously, it's a lot of fun doing this, especially when the chat is so active. Like it's like I'm literally having conversations with all of you guys at once. It's a lot of fun, man. So keep bringing the energy for me. It's really encouraging. Like today I put in like a 10. This isn't like a grind fest like humble brag, but I put in like a 10-hour day, and I still wanted to hop on today because I'm gonna be busy the next like couple days. So thank you guys for joining. I've been talking to chat the whole time. I appreciate that. I believe we all appreciate you doing the streams in the first place. Thank you guys. Yeah, let people know that you guys fuck with the streams, and we'll keep growing. Can't wait for next stream. Talk soon, guys. Enjoy the boards. I'll see you all soon. Peace.